I think we are just going to screw the intro for today and immediately hop over to the podcast crew.
Traverse, Masaru. Where else? Okay, we're good. So basically, I can make fun of. I can make fun of Valkyrie. I can make. Sorry. Oh, hi.
Oh,
we're not plotting.
really?
Hi.
Thumbs up. Hello. It's like live, completely live, or is it like they can see us completely?
Okay, I think it's I
They
mean
didn't
that's
hear
usually
me.
what live
no.
means.
Hold on a second.
Intro.
They didn't hear me mocking the corporations,
hopefully
did
I
they?
don't-
Oh, I love that you're in. I love that your
Alright.
intro is just standing on the table.
Oh, come on.
Come
Sorry,
on, we were
I
all
had-
set
I
up.
had-
Cece, what the
Wow,
fuck?
we're all here.
Dude,
Okay?
Yes, everybody, this is the Slummer Team
Nice.
TV
Well,
podcast, episode
welcome
3.
to episode 3 of SlummerTV. This is the official Neon Divide podcast. I am here. I am your host with Skiz, and I am here with a few guests, other cast members. Going around, starting next to me, we have CaptPanda, who plays Jimothy.
I'm Jimothy! Hi!
And we have Silent, who plays Zia.
I've been
And
told not
then-
to swear. I will try.
And then we have Cece, who plays Cornelius,
Hello.
and Ross, who plays Alec.
Yeah, Alec Myth, nice to meet you. Mwah.
Yeah. So sorry about that. The intro we had a few issues with, but hopefully we should be ready to go for the rest of the thing. We have officially started our third season now, so we are mostly just going to be kind of talking about, the events of the last few episodes. We've all had quite a lot of different things going on. That's kind of one of the nice things is that this setting is so big that there are so many things that, like, I'm sure that each of us don't even know about going on in other parts of the city. And man, that's. Does anyone, like, and right off the bat, is like there anything that's been pretty much someone's favorite thing going on so far? Like favorite moments from even just getting back into the RP itself.
I haven't beat up Jimothy enough, honestly.
Oh, come on!
Wow! This poor boy. No. This poor boy, day freaking 1, got kicked into the fucking freaking wastelands. This poor boy.
Oh, yeah, there's that. I got
rolled a
kicked
freaking really low, didn't you, or something?
God, okay. Episode 1 is just immediately attend a wedding, drunk motor oil and refrigerator fluid, then lost my voice, then got beat up by this guy. And
You deserved
then,
it, honestly.
No, okay, look,
I saw the clip. He deserved it.
look.
What the hell?
Coin is a bad influence. An
You know that
extremely bad
accurate. I've only known that bot for 2 minutes, and I know he's a bad influence.
God.
You got
Oh.
it very easy, my friend. That's all I will say.
Oh God. No, seriously, like, it's genuinely, it's probably not the first time. No, it isn't the first time I've been slapped by someone your size. Like,
You got punched by Conk.
Yeah.
last
Oh
season.
yeah.
I mean,
You
you
know
were
what?
punched by Johnny too at some point.
No, I punched him.
Did he never actually throw any punches in that?
No,
fight?
he never threw any punches. I went. What was it? I went yeehaw on his ass, and then I broke my fingers.
I mean, that is what you get for trying to fight a taxi, though, I suppose.
Hey,
Mhm.
yes, but you know what? It was fun.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
break
I mean,
my fingers.
It's
But
really
it's
fun to break
fun.
your fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
in general, that is kind of one of the most fun stuff that happens in this RP. It's just like the moments that are just absolutely idiotic are some of the most idiotic moments. It's just because you've got like so many people that you really get like giant dragon man getting called a cereal mascot,
Oh, that was great.
because you were influenced by this robot that is completely sociopathic. It's
Peer
just-
To be
pressure.
fair, I
Yeah.
did basically call Jimothy a loser while walking by, saying that nothing he wore would ever make him look cool, and then Quinn made him stand up for
Wow.
himself.
Yeah.
I-
So,
Go.
Yeah, go on.
No, it's okay. So that's the kind of the funny the thing I kind of love about Jimothy, the character is, and you Panda, the way you play him is because no matter like how dumb a situation is, you're just like the kind of premise of the yes and in improv. You're like, we're going with this. Like we're doing it. I don't care. And
Yes.
just
Just
which is
pure
why
committing.
I call you an anomaly in character, because there is so much stuff that you have done that should have gotten your character killed, and he's here, he exists. So bravo.
I am genuinely surprised that I haven't been murdered yet. There's been
I've gotten close.
Yeah, you're probably doing it like I think there was time last season when I crashed a corporate party and I didn't get thrown off the edge. That's a success. But beyond that, no, I'm genuinely surprised that for all the shit he's been through, he's still alive somehow.
I mean, I do think though that you do also fill a very important role that this was something that people were talking about in the Discord the other day, is like we've got very few characters that aren't like these hugely powerful like CEOs, dragons. Like we've got all these people who do magic, who have like crazy cybernetics, and then we just have a guy who's like who talks to his mom on the phone, and like is just try to work his
Takes an
job at the bank.
inhaler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fun, and I do really like to look forward to. In fact, this is one of the things I'm really excited to see. Like, there's even a few more people who are doing this.
Yeah.
Like in the Undercity. I am
We've got Bernie
extremely
now.
excited. I am really excited
Yeah.
to see stuff from Bernard because, like, I'm never going to get the opportunity to see it in character. But seeing some of his like clips, they're like, God damn!
Yeah, I mean,
That's
he's also just a
amazing.
phenomenal role player in general. But like, just
No, genuinely, it's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's intimidatingly good, I will say.
Yeah, Bernie's funny. He got really scared of me and called me Your Highness while talking to me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From Jimothy, one of my like things that I still have somewhere in my messages, it was when you were doing quote unquote tax evasion.
oh
I
God!
got from one of my employees send me a DM in character on a full report of you doing tax evasion. I'm not sure if they actually got information or what, or it was made up, but it was just a whole document of what you've been evading, what you've been not been paying, and what you've been spending the money all on drugs. And at the end of the message was like, maybe you should consider report this to union.
No, I mean, I think that's one of the things being that as I'm one of the few characters that doesn't make any big purchases, like all I do is I spend money on like sandwiches or whatever. That just means that, look, shut up. The drugs just come to me. I don't know. I just get given them. They're literally giving it away, which
No, I
is
believe
really
it.
a bad bit. That's kind of a bad business model, though.
It really is. Well, we had someone in here that was actually in the noodle shop. Who was it? Torok was it? Yeah, the turtle, a tortoise. Apologies, tortoise. He came in here and like he like smashed into the freaking bar and was like, I was told there were drugs here, and we're like, dude, I don't know. Okay. We had luckily someone from the wasteland, like the doctors were there, and we're like, can you handle it? They're like, oh yeah, that happens all the time. We'll deal with this. Like, what the hell?
Do you mean the three cactus girls?
Yes, and they just gave
medics.
drugs. But that's the thing, they just give drugs away in this this place.
That's one thing that reminds me. One thing I love about like absolutely random and chances that can happen in RP. That I send one of the employees on Traverse to do something completely different here in the row. I don't exactly remember what it was, but they run into Torok, and they were talking about a mass teleportation device. That sounds really fucking fantastic and a thing. So this person walked up to them and was like, "Excuse me, what?" And I was like, I can give you these if you give me drugs.
Oh, right.
And then they gave him morphine, and then we got like chicken scraps of that actual thing. That is an actual thing that is happening at some point. If we manage to, because it's really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the chances of having someone from the correct corporation or the knowledge to run into the conversation randomly happen in the row on the city, wasteland, upper city, whatever, and having that become an actual story. Because
not just that, especially
Oh,
because like Torok's character like only remembers certain things at certain times. So the fact that he even remembered that he knew about this technology, like
it was like all chance.
Yeah.
It was that specific moment that where he like apparently remembered that and did that, and he like it wasn't the same time that someone from my corporation was around and just heard that by chance. And that's what I love it about RP in general. It's just the chances of things happening for no reason, and that can lead to a big story or a big arc or something.
Yeah, because like, you know, I mean, and that's, I think, one of the things that's really shining in season 3 especially is that now we don't have these huge elaborate plots going on. It's just characters talking with each other, and a whole lot more is happening regardless, just because all you need is the character interaction. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, you know, all the story weaves, all the work that the DMs are putting in, like, that is still giving us all sorts of little things. Like right now we've got like magic bullets appearing in the Undercity.
Oh God!
So you know, it's like that in itself. That's just
that.
a subtle enough thing. You know,
one more thing that I
creating all
gotta
these.
deal with.
Yeah, exactly, and it's, you know, just something
my eyes
else
on
for
you.
us to pick up on. Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. Smile.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Oh God, those.
Well, that's kind of fun. That's kind of the fun thing of just in general having an RP to the scale. And for my character, she tends to I map hop a lot because she's a courier. She runs around to different places all the time. So just some of the stuff I walk into is crazy. Like the other day after the wedding, I saw this. I think it was you. You were like you were punching someone in like front of the cafe.
Oh
I
yeah.
yeah,
so
yeah.
what
I
happened-
heard. So I heard
Why?
that happening, and I
You'll-
was
I'll
like, and
say it
I'm
in a
like,
moment.
okay, I'm out. And Z was like, okay, I'm gonna let that happen. Bye. Good.
So in the Undercity, the guard, I am the head of security, so the guards report to me. And the episode before that, actually, let me say this before. At the end of each episode, we get a guard report. The guards report what happened. They tell us whatever. And one of the guards told me that Pebbles assaulted them, threw them, or something like that. And of course, Cornelius is responsible for the guards. He cares for the guards to a certain extent. He wants to make sure that nothing happens to them because they're people with hopes and, you know, friends and families and all that kind of shit. So
wages that he
a
has
lot
to
of
pay,
pressure,
you know, and medical bills
right?
potentially. Yeah.
No, that's above his pay grade. But he obviously, so if that goes on, like if somebody assaults a guard and no punishment is dealt out, then what message does that send to the rest of the Undercity that they could just assault these people with no recourse or no punishment? So he had to make a hard decision, and he had to punch Pebbles, and he tell him, "Don't do it again." He had to make an example out of Pebbles, and he held back too, so he didn't hurt her too bad. So
Was it with or without the claws?
oh, he just straight up punched her in the stomach.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
even
wasn't
if you
there
do
for
a
that part.
backhand,
I heard some corpse stuff going on, and I was like, I went that way. I went the other way.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. It was fun listening to it. Just, you know, from the other side of the wall.
Aren't you calling the Undercity your domain or something? Because, like,
I mean,
it is our domain.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. You just snuck up behind me, just grabbed me and was like, "Hello, Jimothy." And it's like, oh God.
Because look, Cornelius is bored in the upper city sometimes. He's pent up. It's like and he needs an outlet, and Jimothy just happens to be there sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jimothy.
See,
Poor boy.
that
Poor
is my
bean.
purpose. That is my purpose. As
One thing that-
intended. Excellent.
on the Undercity that happened that not the last episode, but last one, episode 3, when we did the
tour.
The tour for the corpse. I literally asked your CEO, being like, "Oh, I want to talk with that person over there," and I point to Kong, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they have a meeting right now. You just go with them. Just go with them. Just be there. You can talk with them later." And I just listened to the whole council. I was just standing there, being like, "I don't think I'm supposed to be here."
Yeah,
and I just listened to
and,
everything.
Mhm.
And I
At
was
the
just
same time, though, like a planetary CEO shows up, you don't exactly turn them away necessarily.
But it was the other CEO that allowed me to like be like, "Oh yeah, you can just go to this council meeting."
Yeah,
I mean, who's gonna tell you no?
exactly.
I mean, they
Well,
can tell you no, but you could also
you'll-
be
the
like,
thing is,
The
like,
one person who could have didn't.
you'll be surprised how many people I mean, like, "Oh, I need to talk with this person," and they're like, "Oh, they're in a meeting right now. You can talk to them." So
what? Never mind. I can't say that here. Look.
I mean, yeah, like you were there, but we were suspicious of you, so that's why Cornelius was making sure that you weren't
That's true.
talking to them alone.
oh, you left the room though.
I did leave the room, and that's perfectly fine. We have other measures in place. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. No
Oh.
Don't worry
worries.
about it.
I mean,
This is
I
why.
didn't
This
say
is why.
nothing.
Silly magic people.
Silly magic people with the magic stuff.
Well, speaking of which,
But that's back to the same thing that I said before. There's just the randomness that can happen in RP, just because it's all improv. And when you put someone in a situation, they have to make a decision in that moment. Yeah. Like, for example, me as a CEO go and be like, "Oh yeah, I need to talk with that person," and they're like, "They're busy, but okay, go with them. You can talk with them later. Just go. Just go. You do your thing." And that led to a whole bunch of the things that gave me more information that I was expecting for, and that led to more decisions making on the future, on the last episode and future episodes too. So that's one thing that I love when it happens.
Yeah, and again, like like other people have said, it's just like you've got so many people that it's just gonna happen. You're gonna run into things. It's honestly great.
Yeah, like I never have a plan going into an episode unless it's like a specific thing. When Calliope tells me that she's got nothing for me to do, I go to maps and I see if I can cause some trouble. And
Yeah, thanks.
the dog is let loose,
And then
and
you
I
slap Timothy. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't expect that at all. It's like
Yeah.
wait, is he the reason you have a scar now?
What? Hold on, which
It's a
one?
bruise.
One of them.
Okay.
Oh, it's the bruise. Okay.
So, no, the bruise was from season 2, or was from the apocalypse.
Okay.
The scar was being pistol whipped by the lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a lot. Actually, do you guys update your avatars based on what happens
Yes.
in RP?
Yeah.
Depends. Like
I
in
can't
Get
season,
any injuries in RP, but otherwise.
like in
yeah.
season 2 when my arm got amputated, I had a whole 2 episodes where I didn't have an arm.
Ooh.
I mean, I'd probably do that if that was the case. Like something major, I would probably do that. But honestly, like I don't have I don't have the patience to. I don't have the ability and patience to texture everything all the time. I don't. I can't.
yeah.
Right, I do, but the thing is, like, all injuries that I have was on the chest, so it's like under the clothes, and on the head, so it's under the head, so yeah, not visible.
But it does end up being quite a bit of work to like actually keep up with that. And I don't blame anyone who doesn't have the time for that because either it's time consuming or if you're unfamiliar with how to model, it's expensive. It's not. It is a big commitment to be changing your model just because you got a new badge to pin on your vest or whatever.
The funny thing that you bring model making as just texture and all, because I promised myself to not stress myself and not make more extra outfits for Alec because that's been a big thing.
How's that
We're on
working out?
episode. We're on episode. We were episode 4. I have 3 outfits.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah. I mean that's the thing is like you make plans
But
to
you
be
enjoy it.
to spend less time.
I love
but
it. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but you enjoy it and you like it. You're good at it, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Right.
And plus, it's not the worst thing in the world if you're, learning a little bit more about 3D modeling, texturing, getting more experience just because you're enjoying the RP. That's a pretty good creative outlet to accidentally be wasting more time on. So,
yeah, like it is just genuinely the joy of, oh hey, things happen in character. And now, for example, I was unreasonably hyped for when Docu told me to get an inhaler, because then it meant I can do like and
yeah.
it's such a fun thing
Because
to
of
do.
course.
Oh yeah,
Well,
like
it's
my current character has a vacuum for an arm, and then there was one point where
Ooh.
Bub was saying, "Oh, I'm going to teach you how to fish sometime." So then I put I got it set up so that if I ever try and use the vacuum underwater, that'll also be ready. Like you get you just have stupid little ideas, and you get real excited for oh, now I can have an inhaler that I can play with. Now I can have an extendable vacuum arm. Now all these things that you just get excited to make for your model.
Wait, so your boy is learning how to fish? You need to add an attachment fish
Oh
hook
yeah,
or not.
we'll see.
If
We'll
we can.
see. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's not this guy for the record. It's
Yeah,
my synthetic character. Yeah.
You can you can do the thing since the fishing pole that you can spawn have don't actually have a line. Just put an animation of you're reeling a fish. It's just add a fish to your model, and you can just do this, and the fish just slowly goes out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the
Easy
thing is
fishing.
you just from RP, you start getting all these oh, I kind of want to make this. I kind of want to make that. I kind of want to make this. And then you start.
And then you start actually doing it, and then realizing, oh God, I'm real bad at this.
And then you're planning to play Elden Ring or something, but now instead you've spent the last 4 hours, updating your model.
That's why I support
3 hours
artists
adding
to do it
emissions
for me.
to this girl at some point.
I started like that, but then I was like, I have a lot of insomnia lately, and I just go to sleep. And it's not because I have things I worry about. It's just I go down, lay down, just close my eye. I'm like, but what if I add this to my avatar? I could do it like this, and if I connect this and you add this condition, it could be this, and it keeps me awake
and
for
then
hours.
you just do there.
And I just stand there. But I learned a lot of model making in the last 3 months, and I'm really proud of what I achieved with some of the models. And I'm really excited to be able to apply it to Alec at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
made
mean,
a whole.
Yeah. Do we have the reaction stuff? Is that working and set up?
That is working and set up, but before that, we actually have a Patreon question, a single one today.
All right.
Great. But today's Patreon question is coming from Sparta369, and it is a question for Ross specifically. And it reads, as the guard at the Traverse door since day one, I know that Alec has been pretty busy for the past few days. How do you manage to keep up with the 500 meetings and other corporate obligations you have every day?
The answer is yes.
Nice.
Great.
The answer is he needs a vacation.
Basically, no. The thing is, thanks to you, inviting me, in last episode, staying here. I missed my second dose of medication, so that's gonna be fun next session. But to answer the question, it's really fun and plays really well with my major flaw of my character, because when my character gets too stressed on certain situations, I have to roll a d20. The first roll has to be higher than 5, the second one has to be higher than 10, and increase by 5 every time. If I fail that roll, I have to do another roll that it goes on a d4. On 1 to 4 is different personalities. 4 stays the same. 1 to 3 is just different personalities that I have already stated, and they're made. Last episode, it triggered thrice. But I was lucky enough that I rolled 4 on the d4, so it didn't change. Because if not, you will have noticed many things when I went down to meet you.
I actually really love that. Okay, just for context, there's a lot of things with like that Ross and this character, like and Zia, and or rather that we have done with our characters that we didn't freaking plan for some of this shit. Like most of the shit that's happened with these, and I find it funny because of your major flaw being stress related, and so is Z's. And the whole idea of having to roll for something to happen or not happen, I find that freaking hilarious because that's tied with her magic and stuff. And I found that kind of funny.
Okay, but yeah.
For me, it's like, so why roll? Why not just choose the bad option? This is one of the things where I've been thinking, like, there's like a sensible option and then there's the panic option, and it's like, do you just choose which one? Or I think
in my case, I chose like to roll because it gives broader chance of things to happen. Because if something happens every time my character gets stressed, then it will be happening always. So I like the chance. I like the RNG of something that might happen. I like the risk of it happening, not to be assured that that will happen.
Because otherwise, you might avoid getting stressed if you knew that.
It's not that he avoids to get stressed. It is that he managed to keep himself together. So that gives just a more of a personality than instead of just being stress breaks instantly. It gives a chance, and I think a little more personality and the flavor to not knowing what to expect. Because being a corporate CEO is staying in, getting calls from the different channels, getting meetings, having to deal with a lot of people that are sometimes nice, sometimes they're like, no, that's nice. And that is just accumulative stress. So when it reaches a point, if I have for sure that will happen like many episodes and really often. So I like the chance of it not happening, but the chance of happening if it gets the chance. Because that will give me, at least for me and the people I'm role playing with, a complete different perspective. So if I switch personalities, it will be completely different from talking to Alec to talking to a really angry version of Alec, for example.
Because like,
and also,
sorry, go ahead.
No worries. It was just for the sake of like stress for my character. Mine is tied to her magic, and I have outwardly said like we've kind of established in the lore magic is kind of unpredictable, especially certain types of magic. And so like especially with that, I wanted there to be a chance where even I don't know she's just gonna lose it one day and just so it adds a little bit of like the level as well of how far you break, which I don't know, I find that fun to play with, a little gamble.
But I think for me, I've just had fun just being like, all right, this would be something that people would be rolling for. Nat 1. I just choose Nat 1 and just go.
You choose the worst option. Someone quoted you actually.
No, like
why not choose the worst option? That explains so much.
No, genuinely.
It is. Yeah.
This is the joy. This is why I have so much fun playing Jimothy, because otherwise he'd be like a relatively normal character. But the whole panic moments where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Immediately just default to the most worst chaotic, panic-inducing thing, and just all chaos flies loose. And I suppose that's probably just shows what I find entertaining. And it's just like, actually, I probably...
Don't worry, we find it entertaining too.
Yeah,
we find absolutely. But I think that in that case, what you're doing, it actually gives a lot of character to your character and a personality. So everybody knows Timothy because of that. Because on like those kind of situations, you turn to the worst case scenario instantly instead of like being composed. It's just Timothy shouting, screaming in every situation.
It's like, you can't prove anything. Oh!
Damn, y'all got stress major flaws? Mine is having to be hyper aggressive and making examples of people if provoked enough.
Wow. Yeah. Has it ever triggered?
I've gotten close.
Yeah, the major flaw stuff is fun to play with, though. In general, like, I found that I actually had a lot more fun making my major flaws than I did with my major edges. Just because you do get like it forces you into things instead of like getting you out of things is what I think a lot of major edges end up doing for people.
Yes, but I've managed to find major like having edges that work against me. So one of the things for this season, I've decided one of my minor edges is going to give me resistance to mind-altering effects. However, since then, I realised that that also applies to calm emotions.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it's gonna take a bit to stop me from panicking. Then you can't just magic it away.
So where you're saying you're slowly evolving to a point where you're on a constant panic state, 24/7.
Oh, you're giving me ideas.
Oh no, don't give him ideas. I have to deal with him in the row.
I want to see this happen. I want to see this happen.
Just
Yeah,
nonstop.
you don't have to. You can go home. You can go home afterwards. I have to live with this boy.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. He has shown up on my office randomly more times than I can count.
You can't get rid of me. I'm sorry. I'm just everywhere.
Okay, I wouldn't want to. The characters might, but we wouldn't want to.
One of the things engraved in my memory is from season 2 is just walk into the office one day and you were sitting on the lap of Sheila. Sheila was reading a book to you, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Wait,
that's cute.
What? Okay.
Honestly, so much happened. So much happens that I lose track.
That does sound like a Sheila
Are you
thing
her
to
new
do.
pet?
Maybe I don't know. Look, she.
Yeah, that's fitting.
No, I think Sheila was teaching you about like how to do taxes, so you stop doing tax evasion, something like that.
Because Sheila is the best person to talk to about helping with taxes, I suppose.
The thing is, like, I think Sheila doesn't know how to read. I'm not sure if that's correct.
I have no idea.
I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of the Wastelanders.
I think she traded the ability to read with Masaru, I think.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?
I think
the ability to read.
Yeah, I think
are you making people illiterate?
No,
you know that's a great idea. We should make
I gotta go. Too late.
Free tax forms, so we take over all of their residents.
Wait, hold up. I just got literacy, okay?
No. I've been teaching you how to read slowly on our free time.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm aware. A little bit.
I love your message, by the way, when they're like not really well written. When you send me like the text messages and it's just like doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm like,
for context. Yeah, for context, one of her minor flaws is she is uneducated. So and it's gotten a little bit better every time because people try to teach her. But there's a lot of times where she can't. She tries to write to people, and it's very broken. It's very broken, like text speech, and it's like she's had to. As for important messages, she usually gets someone else to write them, and then or transcript for them and send them off. So yeah, it's she hides it very well.
At least you can type.
Very well. There's a problem with her and tech. No, you know what? Fair, man. All right, yeah, good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I break the things I type on.
Do we have any more questions yet?
Not that I can see. So I think it is time for our new format here, the SlummerTV Reacts. And the first video we have here is called Alex Escape.
I remember this.
Oh, okay. You sent that.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alec. God damn it, Alec. Wake the fuck up. You got people waiting for you. And time's wasting.
Alec, you gotta get up, buddy. You have to. You're the only one who can get you out of this. Remember what I said. You need to take care of yourself so that you can protect the things you believe in, the things that you love. Alec, this is the only way. Come on, buddy. I know you got it in you. Get up.
You need to keep your head up, sir. You gotta keep that head up. Whenever that head's down, you're getting into some trouble. Alright? Keep that head up. Keep going. Be proud of what you've done, and let's just keep moving on. That's how we've been doing it, and that's how we're gonna keep doing it. All right, let's go.
Alec? Come on, Alec. You've gotten through tougher situations. Everyone's relying on you. You can do it.
Freaking fabulous.
Why are you so stylish? Goddamn.
The thing is, like,
what is the?
I added like a tiny little thing at the end.
Yeah.
It's just like it's straight at the end, and you have to like note it because it's one frame. When he turns around and takes the mask off. Yeah. When he takes the mask off, before they cut, it's just a tiny smirk. And I planned that for so long, and I had it on my hand, my head, ever since the last episode of season 2. And I was like, I'm gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna do that at some point. It's just keep on pushing it. Then I messaged you like I guess like a month before we started season 3, right?
Yeah, like a few weeks. It was a few weeks, yeah. And I was like, oh, you want to know how many takes I took to do that shit? It was like I took like 10 takes trying to get that because I had to, because like, and then eventually I was just so like fed up. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm going to use this. I got angry, and me being angry at that worked. I could get back into her voice just fine, which made me laugh because I hadn't been in her voice for freaking months at that point. So that was fun. But I will say that last smirk is so anime, and I love it. It's fabulous. It's great. It's wonderful.
I've been told it's like super anime, and I don't know why, but I love it. I take it as a compliment.
Well, because it's like the end of like, or it's like you're watching like an opening of an anime or something, and you just get an eye of like the super badass who just smirks and then just cuts out, and there's streams of petals. Look, it's cool. Okay, it's really cool.
You mean like a Sailor Moon supervillain or something?
Yes, that freaking mask. I love it. I don't know what it's for or the reason you have it, but it's freaking great. It's great.
I have it because I have a lot of things planned. So one thing that many people have started noticing.
Don't spoil it all, but yeah, what's up?
I'm not gonna spoil it all, but it's very noticeable. Like if anyone watched how Alex has been acting compared to season 2, on season 2 he was just the quiet chief engineer working back in the lab, doing his own thing. He got put in the CEO position, and it was painful to act as idiotic as possible in making decisions.
Mm.
But I did anyway. I got a lot of hate for that, but that's okay because I get to act as a proper CEO this season, and I do better decisions, and it's so gratifying to actually do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will. So I'm assuming that was something that you put together, like as the season was starting, like right before it started, kind of like to get kind of hyped for season 3. Yeah. I was seeing that we had a couple people doing similar things, and I absolutely love that. Everyone is getting so excited right before the season starting, seeing all these little intros, and it's really cool.
I had the idea of because on the last episode, I spent 2 hours sitting on that bathtub with the tadpoles because I got abducted by the aliens, and I spent 2 hours of the episode sitting in like that, just doing nothing, just talking to chat, just looking at my hand and talking to chat. So at the end of that, because everyone's just like never went into that room, so they never rescued me. So one of the DMs walked up to me and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do a role for you." And they rolled for me, and I was like, "Okay, you managed to pull yourself out of the bathtub, regain conscious, and crawl your way to the skateboard." And that's when I got the idea of this video, because I wanted to give you more flavor, not being like, "Oh, that happened."
Not just sitting in a bathtub with reading chat for 2 hours, but instead like actually having like some climactic build up in there. Yeah.
So I thought I had this idea of the people either like showing up and doing the things, or like the voices. I decided to end up on the voices for the video because it's easier to like get people to send me a file of audio instead of like asking them to join me to a map, do a scene, yada yada yada. The thing is, it took me 2 hours to find that bathtub of tadpoles.
In the map?
When you go, the thing is, when you go to the map, when you go to the map, the map is huge, and if the doors are not open, you have to go through the whole process, getting the keys, opening the doors, going through the sewer system, going back up.
You literally had to go through the entire mission.
It took me 2 hours finding that specific spot to be able to film it.
Well, now you know why they didn't find you.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you lived,
it was
honestly.
worth it. The little bit at the end, it was something that you decided like last minute. Be like, I could do a little sneak peek of the new look that Alec is gonna have for season 3, and then I just put it that, and yeah, I like how it looks. I'm
Alec.
Heck yeah.
It's not like. See, I saw that and I'm thinking like, wait, are they hinting on like, I don't know, is there like, did something change him or what? Or something like that?
Basically he grew up.
Oh, okay, so you've just generally
now he's had
grown up.
He changed in attitude-wise, because he's been sitting on the CEO position for over a year, so he now has experience and a more build-up
because he's not someone who was just
to it.
Yeah.
He's not
into it.
Because I literally, when I made the character, I literally made him to not be in social situations. One of my minor flaws was when I got into an awkward position in a social situations, I started stuttering and just like doing little twitches, and then I got thrown into a CEO, and every meeting ended up like that.
Actually, how long? I know, because I know, Cece, your character has been your character was kind of thrown in the similar, not thrown. You joined Masara, right? Like mid season 2. Like
like his backstory, he was part of Masaru, and then he left, and then he came back, and now he's in a different position. When we get to a specific piece of fan art, if it's shown, I'll definitely go on a explanatory tangent on that.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I look forward to it.
Well, imagine just like being like this close to have work to traverse.
I feel like things would have went a lot differently.
It was so much different. So last season, there was a point that I went to the Undercity, and I met you before you were this. Yep.
You were a small boy.
You're a small boy, and I invited you up, and we offered you a job, and we like said like, oh, we're gonna talk later. The problem is the next few episodes of that were fucking chaotic. Sorry, heckin' chaotic. So we never ended up contacting you. And the next time I saw you, you were like just wearing all my stuff. And I was like,
yeah, and I was a bit lighter.
Bad on you.
Yeah. Bit lighter, missing an arm and all. Thanks, Norman. Really appreciate that. Shooting my arm off and whatnot.
All right, so what is our next clip here?
The next clip we have is Xiao learns Alex's position at
You're welcome.
Traverse.
Yeah.
Extra stylish, really?
Okay, they asked for like a bunch of lines, but yeah, it's just yes, above that.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, video's not showing.
It is not showing?
It's showing for me.
No, I've got it. Sorry.
You got it?
Panda broke it.
On the Discord.
Okay, all right.
Why is it
no,
not?
For stream.
On the stream or on the Discord?
I'm looking at stream. I've got stream up.
I should
You've got stream open.
Don't worry, chat. I'm looking out for you.
There we go. There we go.
Nice,
Sorry. My stream deck just died.
Extra stylish, really?
Okay, they asked for like a bunch of lines, but yeah, it's just yes, above that.
Wait, hold on. Seriously?
What?
My goddamn half-brother is... Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Sweet fucking luck. Well, at least you didn't... Well, you know what? You damn well got...
You right there?
What the fuck?
I wasn't at the time.
So when I say I'm trying to give a better face to Zenitsu, I kinda mean it, because it's my face.
What the fuck?
It's like waking up and the next day your
love
brother's
that
Jeffrey Bezos.
So for the context, okay. Again, we had decided that the brother and sister thing was going to happen like a little bit into season 2. And I knew he was playing Traverse, and I'm like, or he was playing the Corp, and I'm like, okay, that'll be a cool dynamic, whatever. Like it'll be fun. And then I hear that like the day after, or like 2 days after the big reveal, and then and that was me out of character finding out for the first time and freaking the heck out. So it's funny, and I say that, and I bring it up because again, like of what we had said before, of like it's just funny how sometimes stuff works in this RP or not doesn't work, but just turns out because of the whole that connection, the whole gosh darn stress thing, and it's just like it's funny how all the pieces just kind of connects at some point, and you don't even plan for it, and it just happens and just breaks you. I broke. I couldn't talk.
Like no, when that scene happened, I was like, God, I was like, wow, that's it's perfect acting, like being like the actual reaction you will expect for someone from the row, being like, the person I'm related to is this CEO of a company. I know that was actually you finding out that in that moment, in character and out of character.
Which is funny because like I keep doing that. So well, with CEOs, because sort of halfway on the other one. But one real quick, so season 2, that sort of happened with Conrad, because she's been kind of having a back and forth with him, and then realized, and then he showed who he was, and or what what his level of the Corp was, and she's like, I hate this. She didn't say it, but she's like, why does this happen to me? Why am I okay? Sure, whatever. And then it's this session, just last session, and it didn't really happen because he's not really a thing. But Soma's character, Sergeant Jonathan, flashed his ID to her and was like, oh, by the way, because he gave her a toy, like she got a toy from him. And he's like, oh, by the way, I'm Sergeant Jonathan, CEO and Chief of Security of Shimetsu. And I'm just like, fuck. Every time I go up to the Upper City. So I just thought
be the new CEO.
Every time you go up, you end up meeting a CEO somehow.
Yeah, it's whatever. I'm just. Oh no! And before that, it was Reynolds. I met Reynolds on episode 2, 3, and didn't want that to happen.
Wait, which Reynolds is
Reynolds is the
Trident.
global CEO of freaking Trident.
The Galactic, yeah.
Galactic.
Oh.
Galactic.
See,
Worse.
The big
Worse.
boy.
And
Yeah.
you know how I met him? It was me, Flounder. Flounder knocked on the door. We were at the wrong office. He opens the door, yells, "Who the hell are you?" And Flounder flops onto the ground with low battery. And I'm like, I can explain. Do not shoot me. Should be wild and in the upper city, okay?
Oh, god damn.
Anyway.
Oh. Nah, that's
Oh god.
All right. So up next, it looks like we've got a Jimothy and Quinn clip.
Oh god, this.
Let's have a look at this.
All right.
Tell me, it looks like a serial mascot.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
Absolutely. You.
Easy game going right now.
Hey there, Steve.
You look like a serial mascot.
One way.
Credit minimum buy-in.
Could you say that a bit louder? I didn't quite hear.
Yeah. What? Yeah, you look like a serial mascot.
Thank you. I wasn't quite sure if you were committed to that course of action.
Okay.
What? You almost knocked me over. Can you...
With a 10, that's a solid strike.
It's Quinn's response that got me. It's like, you nearly knocked me over.
Oh, yeah, Quinn is a menace.
That was a major wound, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was a major wound. Sci-Fi was there, and he's like,
major wound?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, a major wound. And then
You know how
Quinn.
I hit him? Look at those meaty hands and it's to the size of his face.
Yeah, look at those hands. They've got spikes on them.
Yeah, true. You're lucky that
True,
you
true,
didn't
true.
get punctured in your face.
Oh my god, I
Also-
love that art. Holy crap.
Yeah, speaking
wanna
of the serial mascot.
Oh my god, I love that. Good flash is fucking
Sorry,
awesome.
So this is drawn
Sorry.
by Flash Gordon on the Discord, who just does so much like amazing fan
beautiful.
art. Yeah.
I do want to provide some context to the one thing that I told Quinn about. So for Cordy's birthday, I told them that they get 3 free passes to Annoying Cornelius without having to make me deck them.
Mhm.
So that was the first one.
Okay, that explains that. That's good.
Or art of the same scene.
Oh yeah.
Jiminy's so pretty in this one.
Yes.
I saw these on Twitter.
I
I
died.
love it.
I died. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Oh, it's fine. It happens.
We
He
lost
never
his
left.
VRChat, but he will be back shortly.
Mhm.
Plus, he's still in the
Call,
call.
yeah.
Yep.
God, you look so angry. I love how they drew you.
Kamo's
It's
freaking
really good.
awesome.
It's amazing.
Kamo's
Yeah.
also an extra in the Undercity. They're one of the guards for Masaru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, you're so pretty. Well, not.
Oh,
I mean,
Quinn.
yeah.
This is great.
I'm really liking that Quinn and Jimothy are sticking like together so often because it is just absolutely just the peer pressure is so good.
There's so like mix up of characters that you never
Yeah.
expect them to happen, and they just end up happening. Like
Mhm.
for example, Alec, CEO, and then Johnny, just a taxi in a row.
Yeah.
They ended up being best friends, and that really changed Alec how like every way Alec interacted with any other synth from that point forward.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
just
just
every time
chances.
I see these
Yeah.
two, it's just something terrible is going to be happening. Like they showed up to the junk shop in the Undercity, and Jimothy is yelling his head off because he's like slightly enchanted from these magic bullets. It just they're immediately trying to sell like these bullets to absolutely everyone who will walk past, and then like Friend, who's the director of the Undercity, like starts walking past. So we're just like having to quiet them down and like usher Friend away from the junk shop where we're all like standing around a box full of magic bullets. There's a lot of it's just it's good times. It's good times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks like we have another Alec and Zia clip here.
Wait, do we?
Okay. We send a lot. There are a lot of interactions we had, apparently.
You look younger in that. Just saying, like the hair. Yeah. I think it's the hair.
This is the last episode.
I'm just gonna sit on the
I
floor.
can barely breathe in that thing. I hope it's horrible. How do you mean I look younger? Like,
I don't. It's because I can't see your face. Your stupid face.
my I have a face chiseled by the gods. Excuse yourself.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, all right. You look younger.
Come back to us, Jimothy. I see you over there.
Come back.
Ziana's way back.
He's right there. He's outside.
He's coming back slowly. But one thing that I love that the relationship between Alec and Sia turned out to be is just they meet up every now and then. They go to Sia's apartment and they just pen to each other, being like, "This shit happened today, and I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I need to tell you." And then you do the same to me, and we're like, these people.
Nothing happened.
Thumbs up.
Nothing happened.
Thumbs up.
It never happened.
Never happened at all.
It is. It's funny, and I find that with a lot of corp characters because again, Z interacts with a lot of them, and just in general, a lot of people. So it's funny how, despite how like from more philosophical, despite how different the upper cities problems are, how different the under cities problems, how different all the other different rows problems and stuff, how much they can just like be like, you know what, people are freaking dumb. And that be the central like part of a conversation, or well, not dumb, but like gosh, this stuff happened today and I'm so mad, and just being angry at other people's like decisions and stuff. And it's interesting to see like how what each person kind of gets mad at, and just I find it fascinating because it's very similar to a lot of cases.
One thing that I don't know is like, for example, Alec bends up to Sia, but I'm not sure about the other like upper city characters. All the stress and things that they go through. I'm not sure if they have like a someone that they can confide into, because everyone is like ready to get backstabbed in the upper city. If you say something wrong, it's just like, so opinions.
Does your boy have someone he vents to, or is he just perpetually himself?
He definitely needs to. That's all I can really say.
He vents to Jimothy with his fist.
He needs a therapist, honestly.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And instead you've got the squeaky ball toy where you just squeeze it and it makes noise.
I think you are the vent tool at this
You're
moment.
my outlet.
Yeah,
I am. Oh God.
Although now I'm
it
like
is
picturing
interesting.
how good it would be to have like one of those actual little squeaky toys, and just every now and then Cornelius just walks into a corner by himself.
I just have a squeaky toy of Jimothy.
Just a Jimothy head and go.
Get on that.
We definitely had a moment last episode where he almost had like a breakdown from stress. So yeah, that would probably
Okay, both of you, if you ever want that to happen, I'm more than welcome to help you make that a thing.
I'm an action figure.
I mean, Shimetsu is making its own action figures, so Masaru, get on that. No one's done the toy market yet. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. There's not.
Sure,
I
sure.
guess like maybe Trident might be part of that because of the
I
entertainment
guess because
stuff.
entertainment, but yeah, there's not like. I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, we don't have kids in the RP, so
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
see them.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
but I mean, to be fair, we're also all adults playing
Heck them kids.
adult make believe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like Travers has like the equivalent on this universe of Hot Wheels. So.
Oh yeah, they've got to.
Hey.
Yeah.
So who's going to have the Lego blocks or like the Mega blocks or something?
Good question.
That sounds like a Geb. That sounds like a Geb thing.
That sounds like a Geb thing and makes me really sad because I love Legos and it just makes me sad.
Oh yeah.
Just build
That
up like
probably
stackable, cubes that you can eat and build with.
Oh god.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, they're meant to be a choking hazard.
No, that would solve the Duplo. That would be the Duplo for the kids, for the toddlers. They just have like, oh yeah, they put it in their mouth. Yeah, that's fine. They're just Jeb cubes. There you go.
There you go.
Like edible Play-Doh.
Geb, get on that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
I need to excuse myself 5 minutes because I just heard my cat breaking something. So
Oh.
if I can
Oh,
5
okay.
minutes, I'm just gonna
We
walk
should
out of the
probably
camera.
skip this one then,
Yep.
because I imagine it's another one of ours.
I'll be
let's see if we can
right
pull up-
back. It's super quick.
Let's see if we can pull up something that
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, the others are got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I just need to scroll through the 200 clips that Ross sent in.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry,
Ross and
alright.
Panda
Yeah.
spam the clips.
And then I followed suit.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
you
with a
all
Panda
put
clip.
your
I was
clips
like,
in
I don't want
lights.
to post too much.
No. This is the time to to shamelessly plug yourself.
He doesn't get any pussy.
Yes.
No!
Oh,
of course
this.
he doesn't eat the mushroom! Of course he's not gonna get any pussy!
What?
Tell him.
Timothy.
The pussy, bro.
Okay.
This is pre-working with Quinn too.
Okay.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
enough to do it, you know, you can do it.
Okay.
you're
Alright.
ready.
Oh,
If you're ready.
Oh my god.
Okay, you didn't get
Let's see
any
here.
pussy. You didn't get any pussy.
You see what's over there?
How come you didn't
See
learn
what's over
from
there?
this?
I see that. Oh!
You didn't need to stop him.
I.
Him hate the pussy.
That's a good question. And I wish I had a good answer. That's no.
I will say, yeah, Timothy is one of the bravest men I've ever known.
Bravest or stupidest man ever.
I think it's just a
Brave
lack.
or stupid, one of those. I don't know.
He just
Man.
doesn't have any cowardice built in, which makes no sense.
Or sense of
no.
self-preservation.
I crumbled to peer pressure.
Oh, okay, that's a better
There
explanation.
you go.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Mhm.
Just like if I've got anyone egging me on to do it,
He
I'm
has
most likely
anyone on
going to do
his
it.
side. Yeah.
If there's anyone, no matter how stupid it is, it's like, yeah, go on, Timothy, it'll be fine. You won't break any bones. Are you sure? Yeah, go for it. That's just one of those things. God. And because of that, like, yeah, just with Quinn, like, Quinn has been fantastic. I've gotten into so many shenanigans. It's great. I love it.
Quinn's a sociopath, and I'm all for it.
100%. It's so good.
Oh, is it this clip? Oh my god,
Oh,
yes.
wait.
Oh, this
Let
is
me see.
good.
Let me
this is a good
see.
one.
Apologize, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh,
This is when I was looking for you in the medical bay.
oh, me? Why were you looking for me?
Same episode I hit you.
I love having increased hearing.
Oh, God. Well, that's somewhat humiliating. Oh, God.
That's amazing.
That also is one of the really cool things. It's like all the built-in systems where that can just be something that someone has is increased hearing. You know, the fact that like you're not in the the medical center, but you could just be walking past and hear this very humiliating conversation.
To be fair,
I'm actually.
may I quickly, to be fair, and to clarify this for everybody, this was a statement that he only picked out of character because even increased hearing will not allow you to hear through walls. Little deaf statement, and thank you.
Yeah, I was just laughing about it out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually funny. In character though, you can kind of pick up who has enhanced hearing because I've done it. Because like I've been whispering sometimes, and I'll watch like as some of the characters perk, like they'll move their head towards me. I'm like, okay, they're hearing my conversation. My time to go. It's funny. It's funny little quips you hear,
And it's appropriate
catch.
reaction too, because like if you're having a quiet conversation, then someone looks at you, you're going to have second thoughts about whether or not they can hear you. You know, you're not
and
in
it was a
real
cat.
life going
It was
to know your exact range and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it was specifically a cat too, and I'm like, oh, I'm not taking any chances. Let's
Yeah.
go, move.
Yeah.
Yeah. With increased hearing, I love that sometimes it's for RP users, it's like you can spy on conversations that are like happening like around the corner, and then you have this clip where they're just like, oh yeah,
where it's just
Timothy's he's kind of a big pussy.
Yeah.
That worked too in the one episode.
Useful for.
In the episode where you were at the bank and you were like freaking out the entire time because I was there. As I was walking away, I heard you panicking from the other side of the wall. If he was trying to calm you down, he's like, "Is he gone? Is he gone?" He's like, I think he's gone. I left.
Yeah. I think what was it? I just fell over and had a panic attack on the other side of the glass. I think someone had to break down the door to get to me.
I'm gonna tell you, if you didn't pussy out and have your, I don't know if he was like your manager or anything like that, do the work for, I was gonna be like, I would like to deposit 1 credit, please.
Oh god, that's yeah. So there's that increased hearing. I think someone, I think what was it in season 2, someone else used it, or when they had increased hearing, they heard about what was nature of me having a freak out, and it was literally me just telling someone boing is now a trigger word for me.
Boing.
Okay.
Boing. You don't know about boing?
I
don't know about boing.
Did you learn
There are
that from
so many
the diamond?
characters.
Is
It
that when you
so
played?
easy, unfortunately, to miss things.
What? Boing. Yeah. Okay.
I never heard about that.
Okay. It's now one of the it's now one of my minor flaws, which has somehow mystified all of the DMs, but they've still let me do it. So yeah, have fun with that.
No, you're not gonna tell us a story. You're just gonna be
You're
like,
not gonna tell us what is
find out.
Okay,
leave there.
Okay, no, okay, all right. See, one of my minor flaws is now focused around a character specifically, very specifically around the character, but I haven't seen them at all. So I'm sorry, I'm transferring it all onto you now.
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
sorry, what? Oh, fantastic! Great.
Oh, so like if you see a specific character, I see. Yeah,
Literally, yeah, whenever Jimothy sees me, he like freaks out and goes into a panic attack, even if I'm not interacting with him.
No, that was genuinely the flaw for the for my character, because it was at the end of season 2, I think when I was hopped up on drugs or something, Static tried fucking with me while I was tied to a bed.
Oh.
And
wait. Never mind. Go ahead.
to a
Say
bed.
no. It's okay.
Yeah, no, okay,
Phrasing,
all right,
but go
sorry. Yeah, it is just like they just were messing with me. It's like, yes, I have you right where I want you. Boing. And like, because I was tied to a chair or something. Not chair, bed. I spent a lot of time in the clinic.
Panda, this is not helping your case in any way possible.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Fair.
It's okay, Jimothy.
Fair.
He's been through a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's so much shenanigans I've ended up being in. I can't even remember them all. And then it's like someone mentions something. It's like, oh, and then
something triggers a memory.
Yes. Yeah.
So, question: is the actual word "boing" a trigger, or is just like?
Yes. No. Genuinely, the word "boing" is a trigger word for me now.
The thing is, like, it's a. I love that it's a word that it can happen randomly because it's a random word that sometimes people say for no apparent reason. But it's like rare enough that it's just not constantly said.
It's
and
not
I love it.
It's not gonna be said, but when someone says it, it's just I'm gonna be writhing in the corner, being like,
Poor Jimothy.
Things to look forward to.
Indeed.
Before we get to the next clip, have there been any more questions yet, or?
Let me quickly double check. I think you can do one more clip and then I'll give you more questions if there are some.
Let's have another look at another clip. It looks like another.
Oh, I love this.
Give
me.
God,
we keep hitting each other like this, Jimothy. You're going the direction that I want to go. So you best run faster, Jimothy! Run faster!
Oh no, his screams in the background.
Did it show on stream?
It is showing, yeah.
Evil.
Yeah, it's showing.
Okay.
You
I love, by the way,
evil.
I love your evil laughter. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it takes a lot of. It took a bit of practice. You know, sometimes when you drive, you just want to. You got nothing to do. You want to practice doing voices and stuff like that.
Yeah, like okay, so how do you get into your voice? That's a genuine question because I have my own, but I want to hear yours. How do you get into your
So
voice?
like generally, when I play Cornelius, I have to get into a certain mindset. Like I don't want to be like I'm an actor.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No. I mean, we're all.
It's like when I'm playing,
it's a lovely topic, so maybe go ahead.
Like I have to put myself in a bad mood. I have to constantly frown and act like I'm irritated and annoyed all the time because that's how my character is. He's irritated and annoyed all the time, and it's I want to make him sound like somebody that wouldn't sound like how you know what I mean. Like you wouldn't expect that kind of way of speaking from that individual, and it's just a voice you have to practice. You know?
Yeah, fair. Yeah. I know I had a conversation with May and a while back, and one of the things she does is she has like certain words that she uses to like kind of drop her into it. And I know a bunch of people like they have certain words that they use to pop themselves, and I'm just curious for people like what other people do. For me, whenever I'm trying to get into a character, I learn I tend to sing as them for a bit. And that like kind of because like music is a big thing, so that kind of triggers like a memory better for me, a memory of a voice better for me. So like I'll think like, oh, this song, and then I'll sing your voice and be like, got it. Not all the time, but when I haven't done it in a while. What about you, Panda?
Okay, it's just I just quite literally start whining like.
Just whining, just
whining gets you in like in the mindset for Timothy.
It gets me. It really it works. It works, and then I start stuttering, and it's like I'm mildly uncomfortable.
Oh, baby.
That's funny.
This is what I wanted you to do. I just want to hold him and be like, "I'm so sorry, honey, but this will never happen in character. You're a fucking whiny piece of shit."
Yep. Like one thing that like catches my attention is like when I talk with you in character for the first time, And I think I talked with you auto connected after like one of the after parties, just like hanging out after the episode. You changed avatars. You were like a completely different avatar. I was like, you sound familiar, but I'm not sure who you are. Which is a similar thing that happened when I was talking with you when we first started thinking like maybe we could do the Hapro thing, maybe we're thinking about that, and you typed me, jump into this BC on the server, and I jump in the BC and I say, hi, how you doing? And you were like, who the fuck are you? And then you like check the name and I was like, oh, it's you. I didn't recognize you.
Yeah. Well, it's just a certain way. Like you remember, like even if you're playing a character, you kind of get the a different tenor of your voice. You say like things differently, or even if you're not speaking a different voice per se, you're speaking differently, right? You're using
your vernacular
words.
is different.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just it's weird hearing sometimes actual voices of people. Like I probably interacted with your character. I don't know who you, but I can't. From what you're talking right now, I would not know who you are.
I don't believe we've interacted this season yet, but we might have last season. I basically played an older version of this guy, and just went around chasing. Yeah, yes, I talked a lot like this, and it was
that sounds familiar.
I remember you from the non-canon phase.
Yeah.
Both man.
It was literally the same avatar with a long beard.
Yeah, exactly. It is literally the same avatar. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I do find that having a voice or a mannerism definitely helps me get into like actually, the character instead of just, oh, I'm myself in RP now. It's very, it definitely does help.
It helps like separate too, I think, which is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I kind of find it funny that everyone has like a certain thing they do. I just go like, okay, how did I sound when I was going through puberty? Oh yeah, like that.
Excellent.
So did we get any questions or even from the
nope,
Twitch chat,
we did
possibly?
not get any more questions, but Twitch chat sent us a very wonderful clip that I want to show here.
Oh wait, this one. Okay,
Gibby.
This isn't the one that made me go crazy, but this was the first instance of it happening. So go for it.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
Yeah, that's still
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come on, you can do it. Come on. Boing. Boing.
Oh wait, and then something about this scene in particular then got like a bit of fan art based around it, and then it's sort of like me screaming, "Why is everyone boinging?"
That's funny.
So yeah, I want to see if I can find the actual instigating event that actually made it like. Oh god, I'm not sure.
That'd be a while ago. That'd be a while ago. That'd be a lot of odds to look through.
Oh yeah, that will be a while ago. God.
It took me a while to I was looking through my clips to look for when the whole tax evasion thing clip.
Yeah.
I was looking for that. I didn't find it because it was on your channel and you posted later, and it was Chef Kiss.
Yeah, I posted the. It's like 3 or 4 minutes long, but it is just the whole. Sort of
The
thing.
thing is, that's part one because the next episode it happened again because for some reason you were there with Sheila, and I got the report that I took at the start of everything. I got a report talking about that, and that's why I walked in and I saw you and was like, "How you fix your problem of tax evasion?"
Oh god, tax evasion is a serious issue. Remember, kids, pay your taxes.
Everyone in the US, pay your
Yeah,
taxes right now
coming
if you
up.
haven't yet.
Coming up, yeah. I was supposed to do that this weekend. Shit.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I already did it.
Oh, good.
Oh, this clip.
This is my to beat you up.
Beat me up. I pay my taxes.
Gosh, back on the subject of Quinn over here.
I actually have to go, but it's been so nice talking to you guys. Okay, I'll see you later.
0 viewers plus L plus ratio. No maidens.
No maidens?
No maidens?
It's
No
okay.
maidens.
Is that like a whole Elden Ring?
Yeah, it's an
Oh,
Elden Ring stuff.
I need to play the game at some point.
It's so
I
good.
don't.
It's very fun.
I'm not touching that game. I'm sure everyone finds it enjoyable.
That's the thing
I
it's
can't.
definitely not for
Yeah.
everyone. You know, like
No, I'm
Yeah.
horrible at those type of games, but it just looks nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. Just Timothy wished for a girlfriend from a genie, except it wasn't really a genie. It was some fish person in a pot.
That's funny. Someone in the chat was asking about why Cornelius changed into whatever. If a certain piece of fan art is shown on stream, I'll go into a tangent explaining that. But other stuff is being shown right now.
Yeah, before we actually continue, there is a little question that you guys have to answer now because we are getting close to the 1.5 hour mark. It's crazy how time flies, and we theoretically could expand by another 30 minutes. Would you guys be up for that?
Sure.
I'm free all night, so.
All right,
as long as
cool.
you need me.
It's up to you guys, you know.
Yeah,
I'm good with another half hour. I'm good.
Yeah, I just don't want to go over the 2 hour mark because at some point it's just getting a lot. And seeing you guys, I really want to have a second part of this constellation.
Yay! We're getting a season 2.
Woo, season 2.
Yes.
All right, so what is this next clip that we're looking at here?
This is when Quinn was less annoying.
Wait, what?
As long as you're hired, you should be able to.
Oh god, this was way back when. This is like first instant.
Isn't this is one from the dry runs, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, come on! No, you aren't just teaching. You aren't just teaching him to like slowly mob me every time.
You're involved in this.
Right. Yes.
Here, listen, come lay
Yes.
down, get closer. Listen.
Yes.
So, I'm having a private conversation. Can you please go away?
Oh.
You're not here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Not far enough.
Okay. Right. Certain. I'm not.
So I feel like when Quinn got like a human face, their attitude became way more abrasive. Like people became way less tolerant of their behavior because, like, wow, this is a cute mascot. They're so sassy. I like that. Now they got a human face. It's like I
Like,
literally
what
want to
I hate
deactivate
this.
this robot.
Yeah.
Also, a big part of it is
That's
that
one
now they're
thing
like
that
an
I
official
want-
Trident influencer. Whereas
Oh,
back
yeah,
then,
no,
yeah,
that-
so like they
that-
think they have clout now. So it's this whole thing.
No. Yeah, dude, they were at the wedding and they were like, "Oh, by the way, can I record this and live stream it to
Can I
White
stream
Trident?"
this right
And I'm
now?
just sitting here like, because like at one point, like who was it? Sock's character Charles was like whispered, he's like, crap, Quinn's here," and I'm like, "What? I don't know them." And then he said that, and I'm like, "Okay, now I get why you don't like him."
They started live streaming to Trident in the bank. In the bank.
That's one thing that I want maybe at some point to happen is Quinn's character and Alec to meet each other and see who sass each other better.
Oh, my money's I love you, honey, but my money's on Quinn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Quinn.
You haven't seen me my full potential. I'll just
You know what?
leave that
Fair.
on the table.
Fair.
When I interact with you in
tone down the
character,
sass. Yeah.
like I turn down the sass to like just 10%.
This isn't even my fun. This is not my
This is
full
not my
power.
full power.
Oh god.
Okay, so I think here we've got some more Flash Gordon fan art
Oh, it's
of
pretty.
and I believe that this is what you were probably.
This is the piece I was.
Yeah.
Out of all the fan art I've gotten, I resonate with this one a lot because there's a lot of like metaphorical stuff that's going on in here. Is it okay if I go on like a 2 or 3 minute tangent about my character? Is that okay?
Go
with you
for
guys?
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm down.
Okay. So Cornelius wasn't really born like a dragon person. They were born like a half elf, right? And to like rich parents or whatever. And around like age 7 or 8, that's when the whole like humanoid dragon transformation thing began. His fingernails and teeth like started to fall out at like age 8, and that's super traumatizing for an 8-year-old. Like, and all the like the scales grow on his skin and his horns were growing and whatnot. And obviously, not obviously, but after that, he was really secluded from the world, and he just didn't really get to talk to people. All he would do is read books, and he didn't make any friends or anything like that. And then he eventually found his way in the Undercity, and that was probably the first time he's really made friends, people that actually treated him like a person, like someone that actually wants to talk to him and whatnot. And then he had, I want to say, positive and negative character development by going to Masaru, because now he's joined this group of people that he considers friends. They're his friends. They are his friends. They're his comrades. But that made it this entire group of people that he used to jive with just not like him. And so eventually we get to a point where he's weak. He's not a fighter. He's weak. There's a lot of stuff going on. He got attacked in the row during the whole the Puppet Master scenario. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
On rehab.
And it's like, okay, I have to stop being me. I have to be something else. And so after much internal debate, he went through this treatment, the Avalon, to make him that creature, what he is now. But it comes with a lot of side effects. He's hyper aggressive, he's irritable, he's angry all the time. And it's like he's a completely different person, but the old Cornelius is still there. But it's like he's watching. He's just watching from like, it's like he's watching a movie almost. So it's like this piece resonates with me because it's like an internal struggle of like, do you let yourself be a man, or do you let yourself become the beast to fulfill like the needs of the corporation and what people that rely on you? Because Cornelius is out there. He's out there taking hits, getting shot at, having to capture and kill people. That's not something that he imagined himself doing, and it's affecting him. He's got a lot of turmoil going because now he's also in charge of people in the Undercity, and he's almost at a breaking point. He doesn't know what he wants to be. He wants people to like him, but at the same time, he has to put on this rugged, brutish persona to also
Right, to get shit
potentially
done. Yeah.
that, and potentially protect himself from how people talk to him, what people say about him, what people view him. It's something like that. You have a question?
Do you have a
You mean
horde?
raise your hand for a while?
Do I have a horde? Maybe.
Look,
Potentially.
it's important, okay? I need to know.
With the backpack system and the chest system, I want you to just have just a bunch of like magic crystals all in your backpack for no reason. You never use them. You just have them there.
I know. He is greedy, but one of the things that really hurt him the most is that he's got these huge claws and hands now. He's not able to read books without turning the pages.
Without
That's something he loved. But last episode, Calliope did something incredibly unexpected. She went to Trident and got him an audiobook of 100,000 books on it.
Oh, that's precious.
Yeah.
Question: what if someone gets you a big book?
I mean, that could work
Maybe.
too.
That'll work, yeah.
Some ancient tome.
I mean, it's
made
just
of
like a big
stone.
one. It's a normal book, but it's just big.
But it's like, imagine turning a page with razor sharp claws, and it's like,
Just very
like,
careful.
We can,
extra
I mean,
notches
we
and
can,
stuff.
we can get you
Yeah.
like nice gloves with like just like padded pieces.
You have to give them the baby hands, right? With the like the used for babies when they're too young
like
to
another
realize they can
mitten.
scratch their eyes out. Yeah.
Or like
Oh,
another
yeah, for
mitten,
sure.
yeah. I just like to switch.
Look, we
pictures.
just need to give this. Look, we just need to give this man a manicure. Okay, just
Just like
a little file down.
Indeed.
there it
Also,
goes.
Amanda,
But
you step
yeah,
up a
lot
little
of-
bit. You're in
What?
the couch.
What? Who? What?
He is the
Oh no,
couch.
I'm being
He is the couch.
consumed!
And there goes one of the guests.
What a
Well, and
shame.
that is the end
Finally,
Not again.
of Captain Panda.
finally.
But at the end of the day,
Yes, sir.
how Cornelius is gonna be throughout the season is going to be based on how people treat him. How like if is he treated as a monster or is he treated as a person? You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
So speaking of how people are treated, and so I believe that this is the Jimothy season 3 map plan or something.
Yes. Yeah, so pretty much when I came to doing story weaves, I went full crazy. I went just absolutely nuts. The whole idea was to give whichever
Mission
port.
new map inside worm.
look, look, it's fine, okay? But like my whole objective was okay. This one was because me and a bunch of random people in the Discord.
I remember you messaged me this image and just give me the whole fucking the whole hacking speech of your convoluted plan of what was Jimothy, and I was just sit down and listen for 40 minutes to you talking about this, and I was so confused by the end because there's just a tiny bit of thing that involves me that is just like right around the middle of that just whole thing.
Yeah, like okay, so in season 2, episode 1, I was told you have a brother. He's a clone, but he's probably dead. And then it's like, what? What does this mean? So then I went into the Discord. I started chatting with some of the random people who were there, like some of the viewers who were there, and I just started brainstorming, and it went wild. And then later on, I then made this map here, and I submitted it. And I submitted it with all seriousness. Yes, that is MS Paint within MS Paint, all the stops. And I like to think that this is the real reason why the Golden Lance got disintegrated.
Did you post your plan to deal with the aliens last season?
No, sorry, what's no, I didn't.
Didn't you post didn't you make like a big like diagram on how like deal with the aliens last season, and then everybody was like question mark on it?
No, this was just my story weave for season 3, where it just does just like, oh yeah, there's the whole all the antagonists are in this one nice, convenient, very easily laserable spot.
It's like a
So
Dark
you're
Souls
gonna
layout.
you're gonna try and shoot the upper
So-
city with the golden
Yes!
lance?
Yes! Well, okay, maybe
Okay.
not to me.
Thank you for figuring out what this meant.
yeah,
I've been sitting here scratching
Yeah, I've
my
been trying
head.
to figure it out until okay, I get it now. I still don't understand the mission map of
Why is the
Inside
fish-
Worm though.
Okay,
So,
look.
okay.
Why does
No,
the
this
fish
is
exist?
like,
Oh,
you can look.
worm.
Do you want to have a go at that? Because I will happily say it. It's actually
okay,
rather simple.
I have two mentions. Like I was just about to say that on the whole Timothy clone thing. I
Yes.
remember just like start of the session, I was just sitting down on the office doing nothing, talking to chat, being muted, and Cypher appears on my ear, being like, "You get this information about cloning things. You can run it to see if you find something." I run it, I find nothing, and that's why I guess we never found out what was going on with that. I'm not sure if that will lead somewhere else.
Well,
We'll
look,
see, and I'm excited.
There, clearly there are things afoot because it's gonna be I think I've got stuff involving Jimmy's mum, and Jimmy's mum has got it going on.
Mom has
Has
got
got
it going on.
on.
You know what, Jimmy?
Had it for so
I'm gonna
long.
I'm gonna become your dad, Jimmy. The final FU of the season. I'm going to become your dad.
Or daddy, one of the two.
Okay, you need to just choose a few people that if they join the RP, they're just gonna roleplay your parents. Nothing else.
Oh god, no. See, the thing is that last season it was a flaw. This season it's an edge because it has voice acting.
You record yourself.
No,
and then you
no.
play the
I've got
recording.
Kimchi. I've got Kimchi DMing as my mum.
I love this.
Yes.
That's funny.
In fact, I think, I think that's actually it coming
this
up.
Is it? Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, give me.
Excellent timing.
There we go.
When I heard that, that another terrorist act
Oh,
going.
wait, hold on there. Hi, hello.
Everyone in the room can hear this. Jimothy?
Hi.
Are you there?
Yes, hi, Mum.
It's your mother.
Yes, hi.
Are you still eating the foods from Geb?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm still eating the food. Yeah. Why? What's wrong?
You shouldn't. Are you eating the burritos?
No, I haven't eaten the burritos. I've seen the burritos.
Good.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the burritos?
I hear they're just not good for you.
What do you mean?
I don't want you getting fat on me, Jimmy.
I haven't. Okay, I'm still skin and bones. I've eaten so much, and I'm still skin and bones.
I know. I don't want that to change.
No, what do you mean you don't want me to change?
Because you look cute the way you are. I don't want you to become fat like your father.
What do you mean? That's perfectly fine.
You got a clue right there.
Pudgy.
Oh, come on,
Oh shit! Well,
Who's there? Let me talk to him.
It's a co-worker. It's fine.
Oh my god, no.
A co-worker?
Yeah.
Are they cute?
I'm not answering that question. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. I'm going.
Wait, I want to talk to him.
No. What do you mean? What happened to that? Like, what? Sorry, I don't understand. What's going on?
He's just gotten fat from eating the burritos, and I didn't want that to happen to you.
Oh, come on, no, Mom.
I care about my baby.
Oh, look. Okay, look. I really don't understand what's wrong with the burritos.
As long as you're not eating them, it's fine. Just wanted to make sure I care about you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I love you, Jimmy.
Okay, love you, Mum. Okay. Bye.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
oh yeah, I did eat 4 burritos last session.
God.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
That's
Love
so
it.
good. So
Let's
much.
see. Oh my god, that was great. Well done. Well done.
Oh god.
You got a clue right there, though.
Yeah.
So if you play the dad, you have to be fat.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Pretty much that's now an edge. That is now an edge. It was a flaw because I just decided to do it whenever I got damn pleased, and one of them was in the middle of an important union meeting.
Question,
And
how is that an edge?
How's it an edge?
How is
yeah,
that an
I
edge?
am curious. Yeah. Is it like a buff or something?
It's a distraction.
There's going
got
to
you out of
be
meeting.
things. Yeah, but there's going to be pretty much. I'm going to have it. Well, I think the thing is that they're just going to call me and give me general. Well, I suppose. Yeah, they mentioned something about
like they told.
burritos.
Yeah, like maybe like if there actually is some kind of plot going around with the burritos actually being bad, you've inadvertently received intel about it. Yeah.
Yes. And then I
That's
proceeded
really-
to eat 2 of them.
You're really
wow.
getting
Oh,
information
that's just
from your
being
mom.
you with you.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's just me being
Yeah.
me. I had my
It's
stomach
just-
bump.
I
What do
get,
you want?
how is that an edge?
Well, hold on. Are you just getting like, oh my god, look, it's okay. Mother's always right. That's the edge. Mother's always right.
Oh.
Don't eat the burritos, Panda. Don't eat the burritos,
I
Timothy.
will eat the
He literally
burritos!
just said that he ate 2 burritos literally after
Oh
that.
Yes.
well, then that was your
Hubris.
fault. That was your
Hubris.
fault.
Hubris.
He picked the wrong. He picked the worst option. See?
Yeah,
Major
exactly.
major flaw.
Look, I think that's it. The fun ones are the ones where you can't tell which is which.
You know what? That's
Yeah,
true.
I
That's
agree.
true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, so
It's another phone call as well.
yep, here we go. Here's one from season 2.
Yes.
This one. This one's
I
good.
think I know this one.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hi, Mum. Hi. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
For the
give me a
love
minute.
of God, Jimothy.
Sorry, I'm a bit busy. Hi. Sorry. What? No, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a meeting at the moment.
He's in my.
I
He's
just
in my
need
ear.
to. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, the radio!
Forget.
Now's a bad time.
Jimmy, the radio!
Yeah. Wait, what? What? Oh, hold on. Sorry, Mum. Hold on. How do I turn this up?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, there's that terrorist Vonto.
Yo, he did nothing wrong. All right.
Yes.
Anto's a hero. Don't at me.
Galactic Union or terrorist hashtag.
What? Oh, come on. Oh.
I mean,
that reminds me. Apparently, they went to Masaru last episode and complained about me how I've been treating you.
Well, okay. Yeah, because being bitch slapped by a giant dragon, it's sort of one of those things. Actually, so they did actually go and complain to you, did they?
They talked to Calliope about it, and she said she'd talk to me, but she didn't talk to me, so she probably is like, I'm not gonna talk to them. Fuck these guys.
Oh.
One thing
That's
that just
so
crossed,
funny.
one thing that just crossed my mind, like randomly, was that what one of you said, like Bantu did nothing wrong. My mind like just instantly clicks to the memes that Deadly lovely made and just gave the templates, and they just like exploded of me just holding different signs, and people just grab that and just make things on that. And I love it and I hate it at the same time. But I guess I can just check
make
out
more,
all my
guys.
bucket list.
Make more.
Yes,
Make
Yeah,
more
no, I
memes.
absolutely love all the memes.
Make more memes.
Absolutely,
So
just
good.
yes.
I love
the
them.
memes. I love the art.
Fills my soul.
The memes, the art,
So
absolutely.
good.
This
everything.
community is amazing.
It's so good.
Dude, I still have the picture that was drawn for Zia in the transistor kind of style. I love it. It's beautiful. It's so good. Sorry. Anyway, I had to gush. Anyway.
The artists on the whole community, they're amazing. They're amazing.
It's like literally any day you can just open up the art channel and it's just amazing. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I've seen fan art for like all the characters, from my character, for like just like general like just a group of people. It's just amazing the amount of detail that the people put into that, just because they are just like they like the whole thing, and it amazes me. It makes me happy.
For those of you who haven't joined the Discord yet, there's a public Discord, and like people are constantly posting art, talking about Neon Divide, just all sorts of stuff.
He's
We
great.
could get a
He's
link
good.
in the if we could get a link in the Twitch chat.
We aren't lynching them, are we?
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not lynching anyone. We're linking.
All right.
Please don't lynch the Discord or.
All right, we have one more clip and then a last Patreon question that came in.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
then we're going to wrap it up. So here is the last clip of the night.
Oh, it's a bit longer than a clip. Oh, but this is a good one.
It's a tax evasion.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, Spellboy's character.
Yeah.
Yep. I miss her too.
Yes. He lives underneath the sofa.
Sure, is that all right?
No, please. Go ahead. I'd love to see this.
Okay.
Come in, Jimothy. I've noticed that you've been avoiding your taxes.
What do you mean? I've
How does she
been
even
paying
know
my
what
taxes.
taxes
I've
are?
been doing my taxes.
No.
I don't think
personally, as a
I don't think she
have
even brought it up.
How do you
That is not it.
Timothy, you've been evading your
No,
taxes?
no, I haven't.
Oh no.
I love my corp so much.
Start running
Oh,
the
Vice.
They're great.
Mr. Timothy, how could you be avoiding taxes at this time of time?
Unbelievable, Timothy.
and spending it on drugs.
Oh no!
Think
No!
about your life. Where are you going?
No!
I can see it.
No.
You have drugs on you at the time.
Come on, Timothy.
It's way too big for your
Timothy.
pocket, Timothy.
It's fine.
Hiding your taxes, becoming a drug addict. You're on the track to nowhere, Timothy. This is an intervention.
You've been using your evaded tax money.
I've paid my taxes. I paid my taxes.
Can you believe this man? We should call the police. High threat response deserves to be here right now.
No,
Yeah, absolutely.
no, you can't prove anything.
We should get Timmy. I think Timmy should deal with this. Don't eat the
Oh
mushrooms,
God, not
Jimmy.
Timmy.
Okay.
Jimmy, here's the mushroom.
Hey, listen, I'm expecting this
You really did drugs in her office.
Slow deep.
I don't know if I'd be a nemesis anymore.
The world is my nemesis.
Unexpectedly
Selfish.
edgy of you.
Your taxes.
Jesus,
not
Jimmy,
even
I hope you learned your lesson.
I hope you learned your lesson. You should pay your taxes.
I paid my
This is the most beautiful
taxes.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
I paid my taxes.
University have a mushroom as well.
Look at this thing.
That's alright, Jimmy. How many fingers? How many fingers? How many fingers?
This is like
Three.
How many?
Three.
That's incorrect, Jimmy.
No.
That's incorrect.
It's a dragon. There's a dragon. It's going to eat me.
You're fine. You're fine. Listen to me. Just pay your taxes on I've got claws.
Don't do that. Yeah. The glowy things on the fingers, they like get attracted.
They're inside.
Are you sure?
Yeah, please don't.
Jimmy.
I'm trying to calm down with the glowy lights.
Okay, are we fine? Which color?
Color.
We get an R counter in the
Color.
Yes, color.
How is your voice
white.
okay after a 4-hour session of this?
It's
Okay.
not. It's not.
What's this color?
Do you have neighbors?
Do I have what?
Neighbors.
You have neighbors?
Yes.
I just realized
wonder
I
what-
needs to get to work.
That guy, he's going,
He still feels like
for like,
That's
damn.
okay. We'll get you in
Okay,
prison.
after the clip, I remember something. I'll tell you after this.
Timothy,
Oh
you're gonna
God,
stay
what
the
have
night
you
with
done?
Horde 2 and Croc while you recover because you need to be
Uh,
watched.
Why?
Yeah.
Confiscate those.
Yeah. The
those
day
property
after,
documents because
Coach
they-
had to come collect me, and he slapped me as well. I get slapped by a lot of people.
Literally after this scene, at the next episode, because we had like a email system thing. After that thing, someone wrote a full-on email describing your tax evasion. Send it to me, and then you show up the next episode, and we address that.
I pay my taxes. I literally work for the bank.
Yeah, now you
there.
do. Now
No,
you do.
sorry, I
Thank
hate
you,
that.
Travis.
Taxes
You're
before
welcome.
Timothy.
Don't lie to us, Timothy.
Don't lie to us,
Oh God,
Timothy.
is this another intervention?
I'm sorry to say, but yes, that's actually why we've gathered you here. This is not for a podcast.
This is not a
purely-
podcast. This is an intervention.
No! Why?
We're here because we care, Timothy.
Oh, that's what they all say.
No, we're here because we need the tax money.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit.
I don't care. I'm just here. 'cause
Sorry,
I
give
think
us
it's
your
funny.
money, kid.
Into the cipher. Oh.
Oh, Well,
But it's
I
super
guess
quick
he's
before
slipped
anything.
between the... Yes.
Because you remind me. You mentioned the neighbor thingy.
Oh,
I had
gosh.
3 complaints so far from my neighbors because
Very RP.
Neon Divide starts at midnight for me.
Oh
So
no!
I normally just stream
No.
through the whole night, like pre-POS and teen. And the complaints that I have was like policemen showing up to my door and asking, "Are you murdering an animal?"
What?
What the fuck?
Nice.
Well,
Oh,
I thought you were murdering an animal.
You know what? That's
So
dedication.
I am.
I appreciate it. That's
I'm
good.
personally offended that they think that Alex's voice sounds like I'm murdering a cat or something.
oh God. Yeah.
Maybe they're just hearing. Maybe they're just hearing
and go,
Jimothy through your
"Brr."
mic. It's
Oh,
fine.
Actually, that's a point because Neon starts for me at 2 a.m. So yeah, I'm a night owl.
like the emissions on
6 p.m. gang.
This yeah.
Same.
Oh, wow. Lucky you.
Well,
just because they,
I
I need to
It's
do this
right
super
after
quick
work,
before
so.
they gave me this. So sorry, I need
Anyway.
to like. There you go.
Sorry, salute.
All right,
There you go.
and
You can take a screenshot of that.
Yep, with that last clip out of the way, there's way more clips for the next episode. Don't worry, we will have another one. But now we come to the closing question from the Patreon, specifically from Schmoodle, which is, and this is a question for all of you to answer individually. You get $1 million, but every time you laugh, a random dead former ND character appears IRL to fistfight you. Would you take it?
Hell no!
Hell
no!
Random dead.
Can you repeat the question? I'm really confused.
So you get $1 million,
Uh-huh.
but every time you laugh, a random dead former ND character appears IRL to fistfight you.
So anytime in my
Would
life, I'm
you-
gonna laugh.
would-
No
yes.
matter what, every time I laugh.
Yes, would you
fuck
take
that.
the deal?
No, fuck that. I like laughing.
I like
laugh too much
living.
with all
Yeah.
I laugh too much with all
We
these
got-
people here, so I
Yeah.
There's like some,
Yeah,
there's like some
exactly.
big beefy characters that have died
I
too.
want to fight
Right?
Lord Croak, okay?
Yeah,
I
Lord
don't wanna
Croak, like
fist
Smart
fight
Jack,
him.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
this,
yeah. Oh my God, he would. Yeah, no, we'd freaking
Wait,
die.
Oh God. Taxi. Like I.
Oh my
already-
God, you're right.
I've
You
already
get
fought
literally
Johnny
attacked by a
once.
taxi.
yeah.
You get hit with Iron
I've already
Giant.
fought Johnny once. I don't need to fight him again.
Yeah.
God.
Just
$1 million for death. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy no for most of us at sea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly. Oh yeah. I mean, would get to see Korgak again, but like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
he'd
he'd
be
be
there
there
to
to punch
kick.
you.
He'd be there
Yeah.
to punch you.
Oh, okay, I can
Like
stand up against
IRL.
you. Ah!
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, what about what's it? I'm trying to remember
They get,
what Dudley's
Dunk-
original character was.
Oh.
Their first character
Alex?
was. Yeah, Alex. Yes. Okay. How is Alex going to punch me in the face?
She's just going to ram into your face with her body.
I'm gonna build a
What,
fucking
with-
robot to punch
He
you
has a
for
robot
me.
part. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Imagine
that
a
wasn't
hard
part of
metal
it.
shell just ram into your head.
Hey, that said
Yeah,
though,
I
there
don't
are
want to
people
be-
that would
I
be
don't
pretty
want to be,
easy
like,
fights.
Bodied
Yes.
by a
You'd have
drone or
Duncan to fight
something.
against.
God.
That wouldn't be so bad.
True,
Duncan.
but but then you got like half of them that are synthetics that are just
Yeah,
gonna rock
yeah.
'em, sock 'em, robot your ass.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's what the fuck.
Yeah, I think
Sorry,
it's
yeah.
more than half like would kick your ass, unfortunately.
Oh
Yeah,
we'd be
too many.
ouch. We'd
Too
die.
many.
That'd be
More than
that'd be death.
75%.
That'd be death.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does anyone else have anything they want to, add on before we
Who
start
do you
wrapping
think
up?
you can take in a fight? Like, which Neon character do you think you could take on in a fight? Excluding
die?
Timothy.
I'm
Oh.
100%
Or
sure I
that's
can
just
take
alive.
Timothy on a fight.
I could
Yeah.
take I could take Alec in a fight.
Oh,
No,
really?
okay.
I just
only
call
reason-
him. I
only
just
re-
call him. No, hold on. I just call him ugly and tear out his earring.
Oh.
Just to let you know, I don't normally use the earring. Last time you saw me staying at your house, I wasn't using the earring. So,
Fine. I'll just look. Never
like,
mind.
my
We'll
character
talk
has
later. We'll talk later.
We'll talk
but
later.
I
We'll
think
talk later. Well, it's all this time. It's all this.
You know what? I could
later. Settle this. Settle this
I
in
could
the
probably
Discord.
take
The podcast over. I'll see you on the back street. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could take Esperine in a fight. She's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, Esprit, and
Isn't
she
she
doesn't like
magic, though?
casting. She doesn't like casting magic though.
Okay. I'm afraid of Wisp. Wisp freaks me out because in character, I'm like, oh, this sweet little mushroom. Out of character, I know that bitch crazy.
Yeah, she cray. She cray. Like, don't let her anywhere near a gun. She'll just ice you.
Give her a letter to
No
crime.
remorse.
Fine.
God.
Oh yeah, Rachel too. But yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple, but like at the same time, it's with a million caveats. Like but this person has all these allies. All the magic.
Well, I mean, just like a one-on-one fight.
Do not have a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Someone that doesn't have a gun. Yeah, there you go. Which is always.
I always get that thing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we are ready to start wrapping up here. Obviously, this has been the SlummerTV podcast, part of Neon Divide. Neon Divide is every Friday while the season is going on. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You can catch it on neondivide.com or on Twitch. There are tons of people that you can tune into that are involved with it. Does anyone else have anything else that they want to throw in before we say goodbye?
Masaru #1, baby! Let's go!
#1. Excuse me, have you seen the stock market?
For now.
Also, fuck the corporations. All right.
All right then.
Don't kill me. Kill me, please.
I am going to take it from here.
Oh, wait. Okay. Can I say one thing before?
Yeah.
Neon Divide will not be possible without any of you. The community, the people, the players, the DMs, the mods, everybody. Mwah, you're amazing.
Patreon supporters, obviously.
Patreon supporters, 100%.
Oh yeah,
And-
you're all amazing.
And with that specifically said, everybody, please support us on the Patreon. Patreon is Neon Divide. We are a community-financed project, so every bit helps. It directly goes into the development of this awesome project. And once again, thank you everybody for everyone who was here today. Additionally, we are going to rate somebody, and this somebody today is going to be a valuable member of the community, one person that spent a lot of time working on Neon Divide, countless and countless of hours in and out of RP, and that person is the wonderful Capo. He's currently doing some Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm going to send you guys over there. Give him a lot of love, because what that man does for this community, it's absolutely crazy. And with that said, everybody, thank you for tuning in for episode 3 of SlummerTV. We are hopefully going to have the episode number 4 very soon. I assume with the same cast as you saw today. And yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We are going to see you next time, and give Capo lots of love.